Are you looking for the best non-stick skillets? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best non-stick on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Zwilling Madura Plus Non-Stick Aluminum Fry Pan. After cooking with the Zwilling Madura in my own kitchen for about 3 years, I can say that it falls into the sweet spot many of our experts pointed out as being key to a good non-stick pan purchase: affordable enough and still well made. It's my most used one, and I have a lot, but the surface still looks and behaves good as new. The overall build of the pan is excellent, with a nice curve to the walls, a supremely comfortable handle that doesn't get too hot, and a weight that I find sturdy, but easy enough to lift. You'll see it falls somewhere in the middle when you look at every skillet on this list. Recipe developer and writer Rebecca Ferkser says, "I love that it's technically safe for metal utensils, something that I've always considered a non-stick no-no. I still try to be cautious when flipping things with my metal fish spatula, tongs, and slotted spoons, but even when I've scraped the pan accidentally, I've never seen a scratch on the surface." She also appreciates that the handle stays cool to the touch. Recipe developer and cookbook author Molly Baz notes that particular feature, too. "I like the way it feels in my hand ergonomically," she says. "I can hold it in one hand without it hurting my wrist or flopping over to the side." Recipe developer and cookbook author Andy Baragani likes the flared lip that makes it easy to toss ingredients. Though many non-stick skillets claim to be oven and dishwasher safe, the Zwilling Madura has proven that it holds up when you use it in these ways. "I use mine to make frittatas," as do Ferkser and Baragani, and Baz says she has even put it in a 400-degree oven with great success, and has been putting it in the dishwasher since I bought it 4 or 5 years ago, and it shows no signs of degraded coating. At number 2. Caraway Non-Stick Ceramic Frying Pan. Despite my disclaimer about ceramic non-stick skillets at the beginning of this story, Strategist senior writer Liza Corsillo swears by the Caraway pan she was gifted over a year ago, saying it still looks brand new. She uses it for all kinds of eggs, grilled cheese, pancakes, and pasta sauces like quick and dirty carbonaras, anything that needs reliable flipping. She attributes this to the gradual slope of the edges as well as to the coating itself. "It truly is non-stick in a way that feels like sorcery," she says. "I don't know how they made a pan so slippery and easy to clean without any traditional toxic non-stick materials, but I'm so glad they did. It makes me feel safe using it to cook for my son." She also loves the look. It's her preferred skillet to pull out when guests come over, and she likes to serve directly from it. At number 3. GreenPan Valencia Pro Ceramic Non-Stick Skillet. 3 experts said GreenPan is their favorite. Recipe developer and food stylist Caroline Lang chose the brand in the beginning because of the non-toxic material, and has now been employing her 8 or 10-inch daily for the last couple of years for all manner of eggs, tadik, her favorite tofu recipe, to reheat leftovers, and more. She even used them to test 3 different cookbooks. She swears that even with such heavy use, they haven't worn down at all. "They're oven safe, really oven safe up to 600 degrees, she says. "My oven doesn't even go to 600 degrees. I love a pan that I can start on the stove and transfer to the oven." She also appreciates how easy they are to clean. "If there's ever any oil cooked on, like if I fry an egg really hot, scrubbing with a bit of baking soda takes it right off," she says. For her part, recipe developer and cookbook author Valerie Lomas admits that ceramic isn't the most non-stick, but the material won out for her. She, too, appreciates the fact that it can go into the oven. "I've even made a galette in it," she says. Alana Kaiser, cookbook author and writer of Fix, Flair, Feast, uses her GreenPans regularly, noting that they lasted her 2 years before they started to show wear. "The golden rule in my book for nonstick is no high heat," she says. "I don't use any metal utensils on mine and never put them in the dishwasher." At number 4. Material Kitchen The Coated Pan. Even though Material Skillet doesn't claim to hold up to the highest heat in the oven, that would be the pan above, I have found it to be unparalleled on the stove. The inside is made from copper, a material that conducts heat, retains heat, and then cools down in an incredibly exacting way, says Daniel Cutler, co-owner chef of Ronan in Los Angeles. As such, I've found it to be particularly effective for foods where you're trying to get a bit of color, like lacy-edged fried eggs, crispy rice, and hashes. Recipe developer and cookbook author Hetty McKinnon also owns this skillet, which she calls the most durable one in her arsenal. After a year, it's not even close to being trashed, she says. I've had mine for more than 2 years and can attest to the same. It heats up super quickly and cooks evenly. It also feels balanced and light in my hand, which is such a nice change from my cast iron. One final plus, the coated pan is, in my opinion, the most attractive on this list, with a beautiful angled handle and understated yet distinctive colors for the coating. At number 5. OXO Good Grips Hard Anodized Nonstick Frying Pan. OXO is a strategist favorite brand, and this skillet is no exception. In the year I've been using it, the surface has held up with no scratches or deterioration. It's worth noting that this is one of the 2 cheaper pans on this list, the other being the Cuisinart above, and as such, I treat it gently, not putting it in the dishwasher or oven, the latter of which I do with the other 2, the Zwilling Madura and the material below. Still, OXO maintains it can withstand heat up to 390 degrees. The standout feature, though, is its weight, the lightest on this list. In my experience, you can really feel the difference between even a few ounces. Combined with the comfortable silicone grip, this means maneuvering the pan around the stove, picking it up to toss ingredients like nuts or stir fries, and fully flipping it over for a tortilla española are all easy to achieve.